Sidonia Hop-In community.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why that I called yesterday, and I guess I got distracted and not remember why I called you to begin with, was you remember whenever I went out west? I think it was in 2014, and I went to New Mexico, and you gave me the name of one of our cousins over there
Yeah.
that used to work in the police force over there. What was his name again?
Charles Ring.
Charles Ring.
I don't know where he's still living or not. His brother died.
Where was his brother living at?
His brother lived in Tyler, in Palestine, Texas, I believe. But he died last year.
How would
Gene
you?
Allen. He's one that always came here. Gene Allen was.
Uh-huh. How was you familiar? How did you get that information from what some of his people?
Yeah. His daughter called and told us.
Oh, okay.
His daughter called and told us about Gene Allen passing away, but I hadn't heard nothing about Charles. I don't know where he's. I think he's in bad health, all right.
Well, my God, he's probably in his 70s now, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's older than. He just had a birthday. Rhonda's down here, and she said that she saw it on Facebook, I guess, somewhere. That Charles had a birthday, so evidently he's still living. I don't know.
How old is he now?
How old would he be?
Yeah.
Well, he'd be in his 80s, I imagine.
Well, whenever I went out there in 2013, he looked me up on a computer, and he got rough with me on the telephone.
Why would he get rough with you?
Because he looked me up on the computer, and he fell into the same atmosphere that just about everybody and their brother has towards believing that I was a monster or I was a bad guy because I went out west and I discovered that there was a government cover-up pertaining to the Oklahoma bombing. He got false, fake information. I don't know in what department that he got it in. Keep in mind, he was a federal agent, wasn't he? Or did he only work? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was a federal agent.
I don't know that much about him.
He was with the FBI, if I'm not mistaken, but they got access to stuff that me and you don't have access to. And I mean, he got rough with me, and he told me, he said, if you even dare come to my home, I will have you arrested immediately.
Oh, sure enough.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh.
And he didn't hee-haw about it. He was very, very abrupt about it. He said, Dennis, if you come down here after me finding out what I found out about you, he said, I will have you arrested.
Well, why do you want to contact him in the first place?
Well, that was during the time that I was going out west, and I think that you kind of volunteered that information, that we had a kinfolk out there, and I kind of put two and two together while I was out there, and I said, well, while I was out there, I'd like to visit some of my old kinfolks.
You're not really kin to him.
Not really by blood.
No.
No, not by blood, I'm not. And that could be another reason why that he basically got pretty fearful with me. Because I'm not really akin to him by blood. But yeah. I thought that was very, very inappropriate, but it also added that much more weight to my testimony in regards towards how many people had been given phony, fake information about me in wanting to characterize me as me being a monster that actually began over in Kenton, Tennessee in 1983 during the time that Damian Cross was the mayor over there. And I went to City Hall after my life was basically attacked by my father after I almost lost my life over an accident. And I went to Kenton, Tennessee in trying to seek some sort of help. And basically the help that I got from the officials in the state of Tennessee, there in Kenton, Tennessee, was, Dennis, we think you got a problem. We think you need to go to Bolivar and renders to these problems that you're thinking about pertaining to the Antichrist, the one world government, the new world order, the opening of the seals, the two witnesses, and et cetera, and basically patted my dad on the back by telling him what kind of good job that he done by trying to finish me off, even though I had 64 staples going up and down my belly after me losing 9 units of blood and having to have my spleen removed. The people in Kenton basically scarred me for life. Or let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. Certain people, certain officials.
I'm sorry about all that, but anyway, I've got to hang up. I've got somebody here, and I need to talk to them.
That's your daughter, isn't it, Rhonda?
Yeah.
I thought it was. That's family.
Yeah, she's here, so.
Well, she comes over all the time, don't she?
She's gonna let go in a little bit, so I won't need to talk to her.
Right.
Okay.
Well, hey.
You have a good day now.
And thank you for talking to me. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.